give us the, layman's understanding of the relationship between the Fed's overnight lending rate and mortgage interest rates
Good
for
question.
people that don't understand.
So many people say, "Oh, the Feds are changing the rate, changing the
Right.
rate." Well, it is not. It's just an indicator for us. That is not what long-term mortgage rates are tied to.
Okay.
What's tied to the Fed funds rate is short-term loans, like your auto loans, your
Okay.
any type of consumer loan, your home equity lines of credit,
Okay.
second mortgages. Those are tied specifically to the Fed funds rate. That is the rate that banks buy money.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, though it's a market indicator, it's not what we are tied to. Bond market. We are
Okay.
tied to the bond market. What
Gotcha.
the 10-year treasury is doing is what affects us.
Okay.
So if you see, like, we want to see that the 10-year treasury gets below 4. Like, we
Okay.
hit below 4 in rates, you got a little refi boom. Like,
Yeah.
you're seeing little bursts of rate drops.
Right.
Okay. Then it flickers back up again, and then it
Yeah.
comes back down gradually.
Where are we at now? Did I see like 4.5 or 4.75?
The treasury right now is at 4.25 is what we ended the day
Okay.
with.
Okay.
But we've gotten below 4.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
That's why we're up. We're gradually coming back down. We're
Yeah.
probably going to see the 10-year treasury sometime this year, probably around 3.8
Okay.
is kind of the projection. We're going to see rates. So everybody wants to know, well, what are rates going to be? What are rates going to be, right? So rates are projected to be right around 5.7.
Okay.
Maybe we'll hit 5.5,
Uh-huh.
sometime this year.
Right.
Do I know when that's going to happen? No, I
Yeah.
don't.
Right.
But what I tell people now is, for your buyers,
Uh-huh.
we're going to see a market surge in where right now we have a supply.
Yeah.
We have people making deals, sellers
Right.
doing concessions. The market is a little soft. Well, once we hit down below 6 and 5.7, all the inventory that we have right now is going to get eaten up and it's going to turn into a seller's market.
Right. Yeah.
So because here's the thing, as demand gets eaten up, then there's not going to be enough houses for what people want to
Yeah.
to into the market. There's just not
Right.
going to
Yeah. Right. And then prices are going to start really going up again.
skyrocketing. So those people that are on the fence now get off the fence and
Yes.
get into the market, because
Absolutely.
now is your sweet spot
Yeah.
where you can buy something, get seller concessions, get in, even though the
Yeah.
rate's higher, you can always refinance here this year. You'll be
Yeah.
able to gain that back, but at least you're already in the home and you're not spending $20,000 to $50,000 more for that house. In order for first-time home buyers to come in the market, we have to get the people that have been sitting in their homes at a 3.5% interest rate
Yeah.
to buy the house that the
Right.
dream, right?
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense at 7.5% or 7%,
Yeah.
did it?
Right. No.
There was too much of a spread between their
Yeah.
payment and the new interest rate. And they're sitting on a ton of equity. We
Right.
have more equity in our houses now
Yeah.
than we've had in years.
Yeah.
So those people that bought 2019, 2020, they can now use that equity to go buy the bigger home,
Yeah.
put more money down, even though it's a little bit higher interest rate. They have a smaller loan and they can take some of that money, from the proceeds of sale of their house and use it to buy down their interest rate permanently.
Oh, there you
So
go.
then now there's only maybe $200 or $300 difference in their mortgage payment than they had before when they were sitting at 3.5.